Hello, everybody. It's me, Nate, aka Devil Dog, and I'm back with another game review. This time I'm reviewing Visions of Mana. It was developed by Alka Studios and published by Square Enix and released on August 29th of 2024 for the PlayStation 4 and 5, the Xbox Series X and S, and PC. Now, if you haven't ever played a Mana game in the series, each one as it went along did kind of change, but this is basically an action role-playing style game, and it's the fifth in the main title in the Mana series, where this time you play as a character named Val, who is a swordsman who is escorting alms to the Mana Tree. Alms are basically chosen sacrifices from each area that have to take a pilgrimage to the Mana Tree to give their lives, to give the power back, to renew the flow of the Mana Tree, that in turn keeps the planet from dying and saves everybody. Now, the main focus on this game, I'm going to have to point out, is the combat. If you played other games like this, it does have like sort of a Zelda-ish sort of feel. The combat consists of your basic heavy attacks and light attacks, and the use of different items and magic that you can pull up with your trigger button on a wheel to choose from. You can also map them to like an easy button press as well. And your character has the ability to dodge and air dash as well. And when you get more than one party member, you can switch between the party members by pressing up. And you can have 3 playable characters in your group at a time. Now, you can also have non-controllable characters in it as well. They'll be doing their auto attacks on enemies for you. And basically, once you get close enough to an enemy, they'll spot you, and then there'll be a circle on the ground that you can move in, and as you're killing these enemies or attacking them, they have like icons over their head to let you know what level they are and if you think that you can beat them or not. And if you need to escape, what you want to keep doing is trying to run outside of the outside ring when you're fighting them, and eventually it'll let you escape a boss. I mean, an enemy, not a boss. I mean, come on, imagine that. But it's like several giant open areas. It's not a fully open world game because there's sections. There's like these big sections that are still large, a good amount of area to explore when you're outside. And as you come along, you'll find these save points that naturally save, heal you, give your magic points back, and also act like fast travel systems. Now, like I said, the outside areas are full of all kinds of stuff you can collect, chests you can open the loot in them, and side quests that you meet up. Your standard RPG fare, really. It's the same as any RPG out there. And there's also dungeons that you can go through as well. And naturally, later on, you unlock mounts, the abilities to travel through the sea and air on creatures like the water. It's a giant turtle. In the air, it's, dragon and stuff like that. Now, the other thing about this is it's kind of gimmicky, but it still works. Some areas have special things you have to do and special areas that require your special powers to progress. And there's 8 different elementals that you find throughout this game. And each one of these elementals also give you different abilities. And you can go in with your element points, which basically the EXP level up points that you get for beating enemies. And you can use it to unlock new moves and abilities in your character's class. It's pretty good. I mean, you even get stuff like a time slow bubble, that you can also have a world manipulation where if you activate something, let's just say there wasn't a bridge there and now there is a bridge and you can cross. So it's got some pretty cool stuff to it, but it's honestly, not that difficult of a game. I mean, I was playing it going, I like it. The visual quality of it, it's beautiful game. It really is. The music's fantastic. The character art designs are, pretty dang good. And well, they should be, because I believe the original guy actually helped make this. He even got the original composer back, which is kind of a shame because I think right after this game got launched, Square Enix shut down the studio that made it. Yeah, go figure, right? Sounds typical to me. Get the game out and then we'll fire you. That's bull crap. But nonetheless, you got these areas you go through, meeting up with people, talking with them, buying, selling items at different shops, upgrading your character. It's pretty much all the regular standard, action for a role-playing game. And it's done pretty decent, though I will say that I found it not to be really that challenging, at least until I got to some of the later boss battles. Then it got pretty interesting where you have to really make sure that you know how to dodge and dash out of the way, roll out of their attacks. Yeah, some of them actually have they're readable. You can see when they're going to do a certain attack. So okay, he's going to shoot buzzsaws, so move out of the way or roll or slide or do whatever. And Honestly, I found it to be a good game. It was fun. It really was fun. But this I got to tell you some other points about it at the end. Now, this game is anywhere about 25 to 30 hours long, give or take. And for the completionists out there that want to get every single thing done, you're looking at about maybe 40 plus hours. So you do get your money's worth. Naturally, on last gen systems, it's like significantly cheaper. The current gen ones, it's still $70 like they normally do. You can probably get a discount on it now. I mean, at launch it was 70. I mean, I didn't pay anything for it, but nonetheless, playing. I had so many other things I've been working on, and I've been playing this for a while, and I finally got back and finished it. I'm like, okay, I think I can finally get my review out on it. Now, like I said, I found the combat to be a little bit slow and clunky. It's still totally playable. Don't get me wrong. Being able to switch the characters is fine and attacking, but it's just it feels a little slow. It feels like it should be a little bit quicker and a little less clunky. I mean, it feels a little tankish when I'm playing it. That's just me. I'm sure most other people won't notice. And there was some issues, some graphical error issues I've seen. The lip syncing isn't that well, but honestly, you could tell they just overdubbed English over the Japanese. But I really don't have a problem with that, especially when it's a game world that's this beautiful. And it is a fun playing game. It really is. And the story, I'll be honest, it's a messed up, depressing story, and it's told through this stuff where they're all happy about it until they really figure out what's going on. And I get that this is a happy game, okay, but I wish it would embrace its darker roots, because if you really know the Mana series, you know that the lore is actually pretty disturbing. I mean, you got people, they celebrate it too. They're like, yay, okay, you were the lucky chosen one that gets to go on the pilgrimage to basically kill yourself for a tree that's supposedly keeping your planet alive. And so it's got some messed up lore in it. And like I said, the visuals are bright, colorful. The gameplay's decent. I thought, like I said before, I think it's a little bit too easy, at least until some of the later bosses come in. Honestly, at first I was playing going, okay, who is this for? Is this for like a little kid, or is this for adults? Because it plays a little too chunky and slow, and it was too easy until things started picking up. But in the end, it's a shame the studio got shut down. It really is, because this is actually a really good game. And if you're a fan of the other Mana series games, this one is definitely a decent game. It does, to me, play a little bit like Zelda, the newer Zelda. Not as many, tricks and stuff like that. And the collectibles are kind of repetitious, but it's a role-playing game. What do you expect? Sprite, it's colorful, it's fun. Honestly, kids could play this. It's got some dark lore to it, but it's done in a way to where kids ain't going to pick up on it. They're really not. But in the end, my personal feelings are Visions of Mana is a fun, compelling game that I wish would embrace its darker storylines a little bit more forward, play it forward. And all the happy little characters and stuff, where it's kind of weird. It's like, yay, oh, we're so happy and we're heading to our doom. But honestly, I could say if you could find it for a discount, definitely pick it up and play it. It is definitely worth a play. It's a fun game. Honestly, I can't recommend paying full price $70 for it on the current gen systems. But at this point, I'm sure you probably find a discount. And like I said, once again, I absolutely hate it when these damn studios get closed down by the publisher for whatever reason. Cost cutting. I always hate it when they do that. But in the end, that's my thoughts of this. Please leave in the comments below if you agree or disagree with me, if you feel there's anything I missed in explaining this game. Have you played Visions of Mana yet? Did you like it? Are there any nitpicks you have with the game? Leave lots of comments below to let me know, and I'll answer each and every single one of them. And of course, here at Devil Dog Gaming, we always end our videos by saying, have fun, play hard, and remember, people, the devil is in the details. Peace out until next time.